Thank you, Chancellor Henderson, for selecting me as a speaker for this commencement ceremony. This is truly an honor and a privilege for me to be addressing the graduating class of 2021, parents, family, and friends, other students, faculty, and administrators. For me, having grown up in neighboring Fort Atkinson, our parents on occasion would treat my brother and me to eat at Gus's Pizza here in Whitewater. So as a young boy, I would share with my mom and my dad my dreams and ambitions, and that were, if someday I could attend college at Whitewater and graduate, I may eventually have enough money to eat at Gus's. Well, Mom, Dad, I made it. I'm eating at Gus's tonight, so all good. Again, this is truly an honor for me to be speaking at commencement. And in preparing my comments for today, I've been consistently drawn to one central theme, and that is soon-to-be graduates. You have endured and weathered a major storm through the challenges and uncertainties of what has been thrown at you during the coronavirus these past 18 months. You were able to achieve academic excellence, to arrive here today and soon be walking across this stage to receive your diplomas. Class of 2021, this is certainly a major advancement in your young lives. And in recognition of this, I want to share with you today my all-time favorite saying by our 26th President, Theodore Roosevelt, and I paraphrase, "It is not the person who points out how the strong person stumbles or where the doer of the deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the person who is actually in the arena, the person whose face is marred by dust and sweat, the person who strives valiantly, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement. This graduating class, you have dared greatly these past 18 months, and you have been triumphant. You could have sat on the sidelines, postponed your college career, and you did not. You chose excellence in the face of adversity, and for that we're all very proud of you, and you have my highest respect. Commencement is defined by Webster's dictionary as a beginning or a start. So I thought I would share with you some of my observations of potentially positive societal and economic change that is coming at us or has been from the pandemic. And then also share some of my thoughts on characteristics of successful people based on my experiences. Due to the pandemic and the massive change to work remotely, work from home combined with video conferencing, it has the potential to have a major rebalancing on what I consider to be improved work-life experiences. And for you soon-to-be graduates, and for others here today, we have new choices, maybe an upside to the pandemic. So, one, you may accept a position where you travel to and from your place of work on a daily basis, which of course is the historic approach to work in the U.S. down through the decades. Or you may select a position where you're able to work 100% of the time remote in your home. Or three, you may opt for a hybrid situation where your employer promotes working remote 2 to 3 days a week, and with the other days of the week working in an office. Whichever you choose as your upcoming employment situation, you have an incredible opportunity in front of you for what I consider the real possibilities of significant improved and healthier circumstances for work life and personal life balances for years to come. You, the class of 2021, have options in front of you that no other generation before you has ever had. Additionally, as soon-to-be graduates seeking employment, you should be very excited that there is, as many employers refer to it, as a war for talent. In part, this competition for talent has been in place pre-pandemic, but over the last 18 months, there are other factors that have exacerbated this talent shortage, including the acceleration and retirement by my generation, the baby boomers. to now where the marketplace is continuing to develop new programs for improved working conditions, benefits, and compensation to retrain and attract new employees in this environment being described as a war for talent. And without a doubt, I'm pretty envious. I wish I could be graduating with the class of 2021 at this point in time instead of when I did in 1976. I was looking for a do-over today, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, next, I'm sure by now everyone, including your parents, family and friends, and professors, have told you to find your passion. So when you have a job or career, it does not feel like work. It gets you out of bed in the morning, excited, and it inspires you. Well, let me tell you, those people who said that to you, to find your passion, what inspires you, they're not 100% right, they're 1,000% right. You have a long runway in front of you, class of 2021, and for me, I found my passion in business 4 years after leaving Whitewater. And at the close of this year, 12/31, I'm stepping out of the day-to-day working world after 45 years. And it's been an amazing journey as I have been inspired and passionate and met some incredible people along the way, and will continue, those people will continue as my lifelong friends. Okay, let's pivot to some of my favorite qualities of leadership and long-term relationships. They are, 1, be outwardly kind to people. Next, be an active listener. 3, take time to understand where someone is coming from emotionally and intellectually through your personal empathy. 4, never present yourself as a victim. Next, be generous with your time. 6, be humble. Humility will win you friends and followership. And lastly, as important of an acumen of leadership and friendship I know is people won't care about you unless you care about them. Also, people won't always remember what you say or even how you said it, but they will always remember if you do or don't care about them. Now I want to turn my attention to the importance of mentorship. A mentor is someone who provides expertise, advice, encouragement to someone less experienced, which promotes the mentee's professional and personal development. For me, I was extremely fortunate to have 4 mentors in my personal and business life, and that was over the past several decades. Having just graduated from Fort Atkinson High School, my first mentor was Willie Myers, Whitewater's wrestling coach and athletic director. He introduced himself to me in 1971 when I was 19 years old outside these walls on the athletic fields. And from the very beginning, his generosity, his thoughtfulness, and kindness helped frame me as the person who I wanted to be. His lessons of integrity and standards of excellence have stayed with me throughout the years. And over the years, when I would find myself in difficult, somewhat perplexing situations, I would often ask myself, what would Willie do in this situation? And to then identify myself finding the right path or right solution. Unfortunately, we recently lost Willie Myers, and his widow, Sherry Myers, is with us today. And thank you, Sherry, for sharing Coach with us over these years, but also thank you, Sherry, for your generosity and kindness throughout the years as well. My good fortune was to have 2 of my mentors identify me, and the other 2 I identified. I strongly encourage you, if you have not already established a mentee-mentor relationship for personal and professional development, to do so, as I certainly can attest to these were life-changing experiences for me. At my tenure in life, I now have mentor-mentee relationships with several younger, talented individuals over the past several years, and this has provided me with tremendous joy and satisfaction to watch their ongoing successes. Some additional thoughts on learning, and while I acquired an enormous amount from my mentors, I also consistently looked to find myself in personal life and in business with people who were smarter and more experienced than me. I continue this to this day as I value life's very important principle is to never stop learning and to surround yourself with accomplished and successful people. And lastly, I would be remiss today if I did not comment on the relevance and importance of giving back and the rewards and riches that comes to you for giving back of our personal resources to individuals, communities, organizations, or institutions like the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, which down through the years has been my favorite and most important circumstances in giving back. So I encourage all of you, where you can, when you can, to give back of yourself to some area, entity, individual that has provided you significant meaning in your life. I profoundly believe if every member of society was in a behavior of giving back, our country would be a better place to live today and into the future. Okay, class of 2021, I'm that guy who's no longer going to stand in your way of celebrating your successes today. But don't forget about us. I expect to see you in years to come on campus or at a football game or maybe even at Gus's. Please never forget the great experiences and memories or lifelong friendships you have gained at our great university. And years from now, when your son or your daughter asks, Mom, Dad, what were you doing during that scary time during the pandemic? You will be able to share with them meaningful stories of your challenges, and I hope you will share with them that you were attending college at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater and preparing for your successful journey in life. Thank you to all of you for listening today. Huge heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2021 on achieving this milestone. And remember, everyone, lest we forget, as Warhawks, we bleed purple, and Warhawks forever. Thank you.